His name written in the sky. The phenomenon of Kim Taehyung beyond music. Hi, Taehyung lovers. Welcome to Most Phenomenal Channel, a place where the name Kim Taehyung isn't just a name, but an echo that resonates between time, light, and memory. Before you continue, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell, because today's story isn't just news. It's a spiritual journey about a man who quietly changed the way the world feels beauty. His name once graced the pages of Vogue and W Korea. He's been called a face not shaped by time, but by light. In a world where fame comes and goes like the seasons, only one name remains. Kim Taehyung. From the Paris catwalk to LED screens in Seoul. From W Korea's icon issue to Vogue Japan's editorial spreads. Taehyung isn't just a star. He's a phenomenon rewriting the meaning of fame in a language not spoken but felt. Welcome to the Most Phenomenal Channel, where every story about Taehyung isn't just an update, but a piece of a legend being written in light. Let's begin. A stadium that breathes his name. At 7:42 p.m., the Seoul sky aged slowly. City lights flickered like an unfinished breath. In the middle of the noise, the Seoul World Cup Stadium fell silent, as if the entire air was waiting for something it couldn't explain. Then, the giant screen lit up. A face appeared. Soft eyes. A faint smile. A calm expression that shook everyone to their core. Thousands of people went still. Some stared, mouths open. Others clutched their chests, trying to contain a feeling they didn't understand. Beneath the bold letters, Seoul World Cup Stadium, a short clip appeared. Taehyung walking between light and shadow, accompanied by the whisper of wind brushing softly. No narration, no advertisement, no sponsor, only silence reflecting a single name, Taehyung. Someone, somewhere, decided to write the night sky with his face. A love offering that asked for nothing in return. There were giggles that turned into tears, applause that sounded like prayers. And amidst it all, a quiet realization began to form, that this man wasn't just a music star. He was a feeling, indescribable, yet deeply felt by everyone. Between mirrors and reality. Days after that moment, the internet exploded. A simple photo surfaced. 3 men standing in front of a mirror, smiling under gentle light. At the center, Taehyung. No caption, no promotion, just silence speaking through reflection. And yet, the picture felt alive. Behind their smiles lay something deeper. A calm friendship, love without definition, and honesty rarely found in the digital age. Look at his eyes, a fan wrote. There's warmth there, the kind that can't be faked. And it was true. Perhaps this is why the world fell for Taehyung. Because amid excessive glamour, he still feels real. He doesn't try to be perfect. He just tries to be human. Yet ironically, the same world that adores him is also the one that wounds him. There's love that turns into envy. There are admirers secretly wishing for his failure. And behind every praise lies a whisper of hatred, born from fear of sincerity. His name, written in ink of eternity. Weeks later, unexpected news arrived from Russia. Inside an elegant hall in St. Petersburg, a young writer stood on stage at an international literary award ceremony. His hands trembled as he accepted the trophy. His voice was soft, yet clear as he said, "This book is dedicated to Kim Taehyung." Because from his smile, I learned the beauty of solitude. The room went silent. Journalists stared in disbelief. One reporter asked, "Why Taehyung?" The writer smiled gently. "Because I've never seen anyone so brave to be himself. In a world obsessed with pretending." Now, Taehyung's name is printed on the first page of a World Literary Award-winning book. Not as an idol, not as a fashion symbol, but as a human inspiration. A testament that true influence isn't about fame, but about the courage to be honest. The meeting of 2 worlds. Days later, the world was shaken again. A photo surfaced. Taehyung standing beside Cristiano Ronaldo. No stage, no dazzling spotlight. Just 2 men with different auras, but the same energy, a silence that spoke louder than words. They smiled, simple yet meaningful. One moves stadiums with a ball, the other moves the world with a gaze. And in that single frame, the internet exploded. Their hashtag topped global trends. Football fans and K-pop lovers united, frozen by one question. How could these two worlds meet so naturally? But those who know Taehyung understand. Nothing in his life is coincidental. Every meeting, every moment, feels like it was written by a beautiful destiny. That photo became a symbol. That true charisma knows no boundaries of profession, language, or nation. A living dedication. His name now appears in places he never sought. In stadiums, in books, in art galleries, and in the hearts of people who don't even speak Korean. He never asked to be remembered, but the world chose not to forget him. Taehyung is a gentle paradox. Strong because he's soft, mysterious yet transparent, full of light but comfortable in darkness. He walks slowly in a world that rushes, and that's exactly why we stop to watch him. Someone once wrote online, Taehyung doesn't try to steal anyone's love. He just exists, and that's enough. And maybe that's true. His presence itself is the purest form of love a person can offer to the world. Fame he never asked for. But behind all this beauty lies a side rarely seen. The world adores him, but also demands perfection. He is admired and criticized in the same breath. Yet Taehyung, as always, chooses silence. He responds not with anger, but with art. Not with words, but with a calm smile. Because he knows hatred is just love that's lost its way. And time always sides with the sincere. An invisible legacy. That night in Seoul, a little girl stood among thousands of phone lights in a stadium. She held a purple light stick and looked up at the sky. Tears fell as she whispered, "He doesn't know how many people he saved, just by being himself." And maybe that's Taehyung's true legacy. Not trophies, not charts, not world records, but souls healed by witnessing genuine kindness. Taehyung is a new definition of a star. He doesn't shine to be seen. He shines to illuminate. A story that will never end. We don't know what he'll do next. Maybe a new album, maybe a film, or maybe just silence for a while. But the world knows one thing. Whatever he does it with sincerity. And that's what makes him irreplaceable. When history writes about this era, Kim Taehyung's name may not appear under entertainment. It will appear under humanity, as someone who reminded the world that gentleness is not weakness, and honesty can still be beautiful, eternal, unfinished. So Taehyung lovers, if you've reached this part, you're not following just an idol. You're following a soul who teaches how to love the world unconditionally. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because here we're not just sharing news. We're writing an eternal chapter of a man whose name will forever echo in the sky, not because he wanted to be remembered, but because he made us all believe that true love never fades. Kim Taehyung. His name is written in the sky and in all of our hearts.